Hi, good morning, namaskara. Maybe I should start off by asking how's the Josh, or given that this is TIA, maybe we should ask how's the Jos? Morning. It's obviously high, but congrats, Jos, for yet another fantastic edition. I want to take you from the wonderful skies to the grassroots, right? I have been a part of this organization called Head Held High, where we've been thinking about rural youth, driving economic growth at the grassroots. We've been working in it the last 18 years. We've touched over 100,000 youth, where we've taken zero educated, illiterate village youth, transformed them to be English-speaking, digitally literate knowledge professionals. When Gen AI started making waves a year or so, we started to think that what India needs is not more of Gen AI, but more of Jan AI. And hence we started an initiative called Jan AI. Jan in Sanskrit, as you know, means people. And I believe that, as Gandhiji very famously said, that when we think of development, we have to think of Sarvodaya and Antyodaya. How do we think of everybody? And how do we think of the last man in the line? And can anything and everything we do benefit them? And that is the lens we started to think about when we conceptualized Gen AI, to say that as we hit the ground and start looking at real stories coming in from the grassroots, how can AI make a difference to these lives, right? Can it improve the life of a farmer? Can it improve the life of a lady who's a dairy farmer? Can it improve the lives of a street vendor and a hawker or a sari maker, right? About 6 months ago, we launched this initiative by deploying about 100 youth from students from IIIT Dharwad into the villages around North Karnataka, trying to understand a day in the life of these people and figuring out how can AI make a difference. These students started building some quick and dirty AI tools, helping farmers understand the potential of AI, helping women entrepreneurs understand the potential of AI. And what came out as insights was fascinating, right? We actually ran a training program for them where we ended up giving them a certificate at IIIT Dharwad, the first time they were entering an education institution to receive a certificate. And the insights that came from these conversations were fascinating. We have Shalini, I'll skip this in the interest of time. There is a subtitle that you can read. So she is an artist who's honed her craft by using AI. We have a farmer.
ನಾನು ಗುದ್ಲಿಂಗಪ್ಪ ಪಾಟೀಲ್ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಕಲಬುರಗಿ ಜಿಲ್ಲೆಯಿಂದ ಧರ್ಮಾಪುರ ತಾಲೂಕು ಧರ್ಮಾಪುರ ಗ್ರಾಮದಿಂದ ಬಂದಿರತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಒಬ್ಬ ರೈತ ನಾನು. AI ಅಂದರೆ ಆರ್ಟಿಫಿಷಿಯಲಿ ಇಂಟೆಲಿಜೆನ್ಸಿ. ಸೊ ಇದರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಇವತ್ತಿನ ನಾವು ಈ ಧಾರವಾಡ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಕ್ಕೆ ಬಂದಿದ್ದರಿಂದ ಇದರಿಂದ ನಮಗೆ ತುಂಬ ಮಾಹಿತಿ ಸಿಕ್ತು. ಮತ್ತು ಮೊಬೈಲ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ನಮಗೆ ಒಂದು ಅನುಕೂಲವಾಗತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಒಂದು ಆ್ಯಪನ್ನು ಬಿಡುಗಡೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಚಾಟ್ GPT ಅಂತೇಳಿ. ಸೊ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ರೈತರು ಯಾವುದೇ ಥರದ ಬೆಳೆಗಳನ್ನು ಬೆಳೆದರೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಬರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ರೋಗ ಮತ್ತು ಯಾವ ನಾವು ಔಷಧಿಯನ್ನು ಸಿಂಪಡಿಸಬೇಕು ಮತ್ತು ಯಾವ ಥರದ ನಾವು ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟಿಂದ ಬೆಲೆ ಗೊತ್ತೋ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ. ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ.
So the students helped him to identify a crop disease pattern much before the onset that he could actually check. And he said it's helped me saved time. He would have identified it only a few weeks later, right? So these are use cases where we can actually start putting money into the hands of these people. And I believe that that is what is required. We need economic growth, we need social development. Otherwise, any technology to me is useless, right? There are many cases. I'll skip this. I'll share this out later. Again, Ragini, who's learned to post better social media output using ChatGPT or AI so that she can sell her handicrafts better, right? We also partnered with UN Women, and we are now training about 15,000 rural tribal girls across Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh, Gujarat, ITI students, and we are helping them to be AI trainers for the community. This is one such event where one of the girls is actually standing in front of a large audience and explaining what is the difference between Gemini and ChatGPT, right, as an example. So my submission to all of us is that if we can really think about using the wonderful technology that we have to make a difference to farmers, how can this technology be a trusted advisor and help them negotiate better prices, time their crops better, identify crop disease much before anybody can. How can they help? How can it help women entrepreneurs from just being social media consumers to their pathways towards financial independence? And critically, how can we help youth to move from just being aware of technology to technology being, or AI being a trusted career guide as they navigate their journeys? To me, these are the use cases that we are trying to build in Gen AI, where we want to crowd in a variety of solutions and create a last mile into the villages to help penetrate these technologies deep into it. Gandhi Jayanti is just a few weeks, we're just a few weeks from Gandhi Jayanti, and one of the questions we asked is, can AI be the new digital charka, right? Can it really help our villages to be that self-reliant, Atmanirbhar gaons and the villages that we all dream about? And how can we harness the power of this technology to be this way? So we've crafted this Gen AI mission, 4 layers. A, create awareness and learning for everybody on AI, just like what you saw. Can we use youth and students from the local communities to drive innovation using AI? That can also solve the employability issue that we have for hundreds and thousands of engineering graduates and graduates who are coming out of our colleges. How can we enable local youth as AI entrepreneurs? Well, we all say AI we're seeing job losses coming from there. I see a massive potential in rural where AI can be used as a tool by entrepreneurs to provide services to the villages and design tools. And lastly, I completely believe in the decentralized distributed models. How can we get communities to own their own data? How can we create digital cooperatives where villages can access, own, and monetize their data in ways that we've never thought about before? So we've begun the journey. We have partnered with AVPN, Google.org, Asian Development Bank to start the training programs. We have now taken a target by end of November. We'll have about 10,000 citizens across Karnataka trained on AI, the first batches that you saw. We partnered with Adda Education to create a Gen AI school of AI to train using shorts and reels and in ways that youth consume this content. We are now working with various entities across these thematic areas to create use cases, in education, healthcare, financial services, energy, water. How can we use AI to make a difference in these areas? As I said, we partnered with Department of Rural Development and RDPR University, and so with IIIT Dharwad. We have the students going out now. We recently did a very interesting partnership with the Office of the Principal Scientific Advisor, Government of India and VTU to deploy 50,000 students starting Jan to go to 5,000 villages in Karnataka and to create 10 use cases per village, right? And that will give us an idea on how technology needs to be harnessed to solve for specific issues on the ground. The idea is also, telecom got democratized through PCOs, internet got democratized through cafes. We think AI will get democratized through internet or AI kendras, where entrepreneurs can start providing these services, so we are on to that. And lastly, we are dreaming of what does it take to create an AI-first village, right? How can you have training, safety, security? How can you have 10 use cases running in the village? And eventually, can there be entrepreneurs who are creating agentic AI models? And as I said, lastly, the manifestation is, can there be digital collectives and cooperatives that can control, own, and monetize their data? So we're working with various partners. Happy to share that we are partnering with MIT Media Labs for the Project Nanda as a distributed agentic AI model to help us think this through, along with many other partners. So I invite all of you to join us on this journey. We have a dream that can we create 10,000 odd AI villages in the next 18, 24 months? Can we use this as a model for the rest of the world to follow, where we can truly shape the power of AI to make a difference and to really power our way to Viksit Bharat? Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day ahead. My colleague Karthik is here. We're happy to engage. And Jose, thank you for all the support. Look forward to working together with all of you. Thank you.